So it's not too bad.
let's see if the slight switch in maybe setup, maybe just the person playing, will diminish their capabilities. But they made it into the finals, and we're going to see a drunk Harem on the red side against purple smokers. Also, first-time participants in ESL Weeklies.
So we're going to see how this pays off for the red team. Now, being very defensive, 3 members blocking that path, but none of the blue team. All gone to mid. They're going to be able to burst down.
And the Moa comes out. Burst is coming in. Not even the first dodge, second dodge. Down he goes. Really took all of it, and now they're in alley down. Restra is coming in. We have the Vapor Form for him. Just as Kronox tries to res him, the damage is strong. Makevodka Stomp comes through, and I think we had a couple of cooldowns burned on the side of the red team. So that is not a good start. They underestimated how much pressure they can put on the midpoint with just leaving one Elementalist there.
Yeah, really, at the moment. I'm just having a look at the hench. They've gone into that fight, like you said, really on the bad side. Because of that respawn, Ilb was able to just go back to mid, and Chunky's done the right thing. He's actually advanced over towards the far node, and looks like he's potentially going to get that decap as well quite soon. But he's going to have to do a lot against the Ellie to actually take him down and actually knock him off node. But he's got a lot of utility to actually do that as well. You can pull him off the point with the toolkit and whatnot as well and knock him back. And he's actually not gone into any turrets extra.
Wait, what? We have a tornado?
Where did we see that from? Sorry.
On the hench tornado from Tabs.
Oh, I just went over to the other node just as you said that. I can't believe that. Yes, he does have the tornado. I missed that completely. Look at the big old bomb comes out.
Ilb just
cap,
managed to ride the lightning away as he went down now a bit out of position. Prototype is coming in for the potential stomp. No, Farah is keeping him off with all the bleeding applied now. Ilb going down, stomp coming through, and we do see the blue team advancing still in the midpoint. Although Wybop and Drazé now left in a 2v2. Because the decap on mine is supposed to happen from Farah. We have Prototype trying to, but the Necro is not really the one you want to have to go for preventing a decap. Necros aren't that fast.
I'm loving Chungy's build at the moment. He's playing full on like with the look because he gets that heal back in that tree. Where is it? Sorry, in Inventions, when he gets hit below the threshold, he's gonna get like the extra heal turret come back up. So that's a good thought actually. He's gonna be able to get that little dome bubble up quite often when he sees again. There he goes. Heal comes up, the dome comes out. So actually not a bad little idea. It's a really big mix of his might stacks are staying up above 12 stacks as well.
It's a bit more controlled of a with the turrets than just having a lot of turrets and spamming them down. Just using it once with the reflective wall, really nice in nice situations and really thought through. And with that, he's doing quite well at the moment. At least he's not dying, but he is the focus target at the moment.
He's just got 2 healing turrets off. He literally had it off cooldown, and then he went below 25% health, and he got another one, and he's surviving ridiculously well. He's probably going to go down quite soon, actually, on this node. But look how long they've kept
in mid now, Farah won against Makevodka. Last second interrupt there with a knockback and downside, but Storm coming through now, so the triple neutral is gonna go away. Cap for Purple Smokers in mid, who at the moment have a slight lead now due to the Stomp and also due to the opener. A lot of kills there actually.
Yeah, I mean, I'm loving this fight over on the hench. I haven't really moved much, if I'm honest. It's just, I think Ilb was really keeping Chunky up there, doing such a great job. Look at the amount of might coming up.
We have now the Damage Guardian coming in. The burst didn't quite land there. Drazé still managed to get out. Wybop with the rest there. Faro coming now back to support there. Drazé, he's being chased. He's being chased.
That blink out was good. The blink was a good idea. He really needed to use that. He was in a lot of trouble as well. His portal's coming out off of cooldown. He's okay. He's going to be okay for now. He can use a lot of defensive maneuvers to get out of this. And he's just going to reset himself and just watch the mid. Because they've got the only cap really coming out on the map. But Red really sustaining themselves well. Oh no, the tornado comes out from Taps again. Doing a bit of decap
Ilb trying to be sneaky. Not getting the decap. Just able to knock him off again. And there we go. He did get the decap. Did they get the
Nice
decap with a
job.
second knockback in? They are, again, keeping everything neutral. We still have a slight lead of about 40 points for Purple Smokers, but otherwise not much is happening, to be honest. Ilp immediately disengaging again. Is Kronos gonna be able to get there fast enough? He doesn't have an ally to jump to. No, wait, it wasn't Kronos who played that, or was it? Yeah, it was.
Blue team just getting the mid there as well.
Yeah, got the midpoint, so points are taking, even though my the overlay is a bit screwed up. But we have Drunk Harem now getting mine. Chunji, however, still in the match.
Still over on the hedge. Slowly, he will get it, I think, in the end. I mean, he's 1v1 versus Taps. I mean, Taps is going to be able to regenerate himself, and I think Chungi, after a while, you know, he's knocked him off again. He's got the full contest on that point. He's not going to get it, I don't think, anytime. Oh, low. Locked him down off node. No one's coming over to it. I think maybe that's just it. Chungi is like a decap master.
We have people
Seriously.
coming in from the side now. We do have Kranox now being stomped in mid, so the mid fight cleared up quite nicely. No, not moving quite. They caught Drazé out a bit. The damage guardian is really on the Mesmer hunt there. Managed to portal out to the side, and now Marquet in position to defend as a backpoint defender. I don't like their position for a damage guardian, to be honest.
I mean, it's not too bad at the moment, because I don't think Blue team are actually even going to send anyone over there. They need to clear up Chungi fast, but the
Chungi now, three people there
people
to get Chungi down.
They could have taken advantage of that red team and just gone to mid, because Chungi's actually, I don't know if Chungi's going to die. I can't.
Kranox is
I'm
now
not sure.
there. Kranox is now
He
there.
can
Chungi able now to disengage a bit, and also, of course, the Guardian in a great position to get the rest of their three people over there to get Chungi down, but they didn't take advantage of it with an engage on mid. Marke kind of testing his boundaries there, trying how far can I go until Farah is gonna come into the aggressive mode. And now he's in a 1v1 and nobody can help him, and I don't think he's gonna fare well on that.
I don't think so either.
No, it's not happening.
It's not going to happen. They're going to pull away. I just think that Ellie's worried. You know, they're both worried that they're both going to lose their caps if they lose that point. So they don't want to do that, because the game's still really close. It's like the 200 points almost to Blue, 135 about to hit. Almost 140 for the red team. Actually, Kranax has just gone down over on the far point on the Henge, which is not going to be good for the red team. I'm not sure what happened to the rest of them. Chungi did go down as well. So red team are going to lose that cap. I think they're going to get the
really?
2 cap. They need to push the mid fast.
Yeah, and they did. And they didn't quite get the fears of Unfara there.
No,
so didn't manage to get the
decap.
decap.
Fantastic job. The actual rotation out of that point there was really needed, and he's just got a little bit of a breather just as Wirebobs come in, and you know they're not going to be able to take him down that fast.
Oh, but Chunji's got to come back. We had Ilb on point quite a bit. Now he got knocked back off, and we have the pull off. It's not going to be the cap. Chunji, the hero, now actually going for the rest, because Tabs doesn't have enough damage to keep him down or to be difficult. And then we have two people, and the distraction in mid is still happening. They are pulling out now, however, and Prototype is gonna fall back to defend.
Tornado.
We also have the decap on the mine point, where Kronox is currently up in a 1v1 with Carhail. So double points decapped here on the outer side. Marque gone down against Drazé, and Chunji is just having fun, and you're loving it, by the way. You're loving it, aren't you?
I really am. I just saw poor Elf. He's just getting absolutely trashed over on the Henge. That was the really, really good job from Taps. Can't give him enough props for that. Seriously good effort there, because that was the best decision. He kept him off the body. He couldn't get the down, really, to be honest, because he could have just got CC'd by Chungi, and he probably just would have got him up, and that was a really good decision. And they got the decap over on the mine as well. So, you know...
and now they finally made it with two people. The Thief helped a bit to get Chunji down. We have the lead growing quite larger. But Marque is going in. Does he really... What is it with this Henge point? It does not want to be kept. We have, again, another player on there, but I don't think that the Damage Guardian is going to last as long as Chunji did, especially against two people knocked off, almost going into downstate immediately. He still has renewed focus, but that's not going to do much. There are no reinforcements coming. He is basically keeping people busy, which means... The midpoint is open at the moment, but nobody really can take advantage of that. Although Chunji might. Chunji to the rescue.
No.
Coming in on the side.
No, Chunji.
with the enhanced movement speed, being fast enough, although Kahel from the side.
He's going to get mid. He's definitely getting...
No, from the side.
Is the blue thief going to get up? Kyle's not going to be able to stay on point as much, though. Actually, that's really good. If he can put his bombs down, he's not actually going to be able to get on point as much. And Chungy's actually probably going to be able to take that fight.
From the side, and the burst is coming in. Nice blockability there with the shatter afterwards. Cronox coming in. That is, I don't think they really should focus on this fight again. They need to regroup themselves and do a proper engage.
Yeah, they need to have the Guardian in these kind of team fights. And like you said before, I think one of the main reasons it wasn't good to have that Guardian bunker, kind of looking after the back point, was mainly because, they need the damage. They're lacking the damage in the fights at the moment. And the Farrell's actually really close to going down. Oh, almost going down actually there on the midpoint. He actually got out quite well as well. And blue team again, doing
Purple
a fantastic
Smokers
job.
with the aggression. Paint Train going for Ilp and the decap, or well, after they stomp him, maybe the cap on the mine. The decap is going to happen. We have the decap now due to the vapor form, but still keeping it neutral, and that gives time for Marquet and Cronox to come in. Now we have the combat medic there going for the merciful intervention to get the res off, but the damage on Cronox is too much. He needs to use renewed focus actually, and is going for the res again. He's burned his cooldowns, so afterwards for the fight it's not really that good, and both are so low at the moment. The one shatter could take two people down. Cronox manages to hold himself alive as well as Marquet, and the damage is going to be turned around on Draze, and Wybob is now in the position to res, gets him up, but the damage on him however is so great again. Cronox going down. It's a back and forth with all the damage coming down when people res.
Yeah, he's got back. They're going to be okay on this node. They need to stand on the node to actually cap it. Nice. Do you remember that? In Guild Wars 2?
Well,
you need to get the node.
Caps.
Little things like that don't help. Really, when you're trying to come back into a game. Now we do have 2 caps contested. 3 minutes in the game though. Not sure it's doable, to be honest. They need to really get some caps.
But we
fast.
still have creatures. If
they've got to kill him
if
now.
It comes down to potential 50 points on the side, also it's possible to get some points through kills, but we had such a, well, it was a weird game up until now. It was dominated by Purple Smokers, but they had...
It's been slow.
Yeah, and they had to really work for it. They had to really work for it.
But one thing I've noticed from Purple Smoker just doing so well at just rotating.
Oh, but now we might have the double cap. Only Wybob is left. Do they have the damage to get one Guardian down?
Towards the henge fast now.
Carl trying to get the decap, not gonna happen. Ilp is there on point, keeping an eye on it. Chunji was again on the henge, needs to make a bit of a tour around the world here to get his health back up. Being in quite some trouble.
I'm just wondering if they can get the decap, possible 2 boss kills here. There's a tiny chance. Now Chungy can get that decap, and with that pressure on there, blue team need to be very careful. Look, we've got boss kill potential over for Il. Look at Drazi's potentially going for that decap over on the mine with Ferrora as well. If they get that decap, it won't be good. Il's run away in a little bit of a panic there. All the blue team just heading over towards the mine node to potentially get... Oh no, I think Ilba's actually not seen anyone come from behind to get a potential...
Oh, Jose is now out of stealth, and they are gonna do it because Ilb was too sure that nobody is gonna come. That is stealth for you. We had a little bug there, didn't see the stealth in itself. Now the damage on Ilb is happening. We have the decap, and that pretty much means this is game over. With 1 point, they aren't gonna get enough points to take the lead again, even with the creature kills. 1 minute is not enough. 1 point, that means just 30 points. 30 points in a minute from 1.
It's good, yeah. It's us. Oh man, I wish we had a couple more minutes. I really do. I wish we had a couple more minutes. That would have been awesome.
That's the problem
to see that.
with such a tanky comp. You don't have the you can't do anything fast. Everything takes so long, and if the enemy team manages to turn it around on you, you need again to work for minutes and minutes to get it back turned around again. You might eventually do it, but the time is just not on your side.
Not at all. And look, because they had to push out for desperation, they've lost mid. But I think they knew that they probably weren't going to win this game. So, blue team, time out for for drunk. Not gonna get the game, but I think it was a really fun game to watch. And
Really?
I'm kind of a bit lost at the moment. For me, I actually really enjoyed it. I'm gonna be honest.
You had fun. You had fun watching Chunji. I know.
I had fun watching Taps, man. That Taps and Chunji with Ilb over there was one of my highlights of tonight. That was fun. That was really great to watch. It was awesome. I thought Taps made a great decision as well.
Somewhat lacking in action though, but sometimes the important stuff is in the details, in the smaller moves.
In the detail. I can't come up with a song with that. Sorry, there must be a song. Maybe there is. Think about it. You think about the song, and we'll go. Well, I'm just going to tell them to get ready to go into the next game because we need to really start.
Yep.
This game of fast.
So with you enjoying this match so much, what do you think? Will you be able to enjoy it in a third match as well?
Maybe not.
Oh, that segue. I bowed there.
You did a good job. Well done, Nick. You should pat yourself on the back. I'm sure I'll be able to see it.
Nope. Not gonna happen.
I don't know. I mean, Chungi's probably going to head over to Farpoint, in all honesty.
Yeah. And I have to say, Blue Team had to invest quite a bit to get rid of Chunji, which I think the Red Team didn't take enough advantage of. Chunji isn't there to win a fight or to cap a point. He is there to draw people out of other team fights and then giving the rest of his team an advantage. A numbers advantage. So if they take more advantage of that fact, maybe they have a chance. Maybe this map also plays a bit into their hand with, well, less mobility is necessary. But I can also see just K-Hell and Drase outnumbering fights all over the place just due to mobility.
Yeah, I think so. They need to be doing that, like you said. I mean, let's see now. Yep, of course, Chungi is going to close. Needs to be careful. But the blue team, they know that's going to happen, so they're going to stealth in. They're probably going to mower him. They should do really, and just kill him. And just get rid of Chungi. There you go.
They want to save the mower. They're not going to pull the mower. They think they can handle him either way. But it is going to take a bit. It is going to take a bit, and Drase is pulling off. Are they going to get him? Last second, something. Oh! We have the assist from Kranox.
Some nice moves. Oh, liking that. Did you see he used the shadow step there to get close to him, to get the heels off? He's going to be fine at the moment.
And therefore, they pulled off too soon. They pulled off too soon. Chunji isn't done with yet. He is going back onto the point. He is in position. And we have Taps v Chunji again.
Yep, indeed. And this is... I bet Taps is thinking, oh, good lord, here we go again.
Oh, but you have to pay you have to pay attention to your back point. Exactly. Ilp is now trying to prevent the cap from happening, but the decap was so clear. There was no reaction whatsoever until quite a bit after.
Oh, just having a look at tip prototype's going to go down quite quickly. I think we're going into that plague format isn't going to help him. It's okay. It's a lot of conditions down on him. He's not going to be able to get in Death Shroud fast enough, unfortunately. Looks like he's going to get focused down, and he is out of that fight. Red team are going to start piling people in here, and it doesn't feel like they might win that very quickly. I'm wondering how mid is going currently.
Oh, Drase down on the side, but the safe refuge rest. Really, the fight just moved?
Yeah, they've just moved it. But if Red Team can actually win this fight at the quarry, Chungi's good to hold there for quite a while, and Taps cannot move Chungi off that point. It's not doable. Even with Tornado, you can get him over to one side, but still, it's a massive point. And Kyle's actually over there now to try and get some burst down on him, and Taps just kind of supporting from the top. And we're going to see White Bob just come into point. We are going to see this team fight migrate over towards the mid as Kranox has gone down just over on the quarry, and Ilb is just about to go down as well. So I'm not sure why they actually all bailed so hard from the quarry node, because that's really not going to help them. It looks like they are going to go mid.
They were falling apart in the team fight, to be honest. Even when everyone was still there and engaged in the fight, they were not winning their team fight. That's true. Now Chunji has to go against Draze and Wybob Cronox coming in from the side, now being able to keep that neutral, but nothing else is happening. Oh, the damage on tabs might work. Kyle trying to take out Prototype there. Marquet also with the damage burst, of course. Can try and get the squishy down, but not being able to catch Cahill. He, of course, has dodges for ages.
Oh, Cronox going to get the res on the Prototype. I think here Taps is really low on HP.
We have a mower on Marquet.
Oh, good lord.
And Cahill is just gonna chase him. There comes the renewed focus to get out of that one alive and trying to assist in mid. No, pulling back over. In theory, he should be good against the squishy classes, just with a burst, with a lot of damage burst AoE that is possible. And against Draze and Cahill in combination might actually be the right thing to do there. Draze goes down on the side. Cahill had to pull off due to too much damage on his part. He's just gonna damage him down. Cronox on the side to keep him safe, so no point of engagement for Cahill there.
I missed that Cronox actually went to sword and and shield there, because I think he was on was he on focus before, or was he
Cahill?
Cronox?
Wait,
I'm talking about sorry.
Cronox.
Yeah, he switched weapon sets for this map.
Oh yeah,
like,
sword shield.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. Well, the sword's going to get him on point quicker, and that was the shadow step earlier that we saw because there was no enemy there at the time, and also, you know, shield's good for knocking off the node, especially on different points. You know, you can knock people into those little gaps, which might give you those caps a bit quicker. Now they are in favour now. There is no well, Chunky's on his own again versus Draze. Now this is really good because sending Draze versus Chunky is going to cause him a lot of problems. He can get a lot of conditions down, he can interrupt quite well, and he can steal a lot of the boons, you know, that are on it. Oh, again, Cronox comes onto the point and saving the life of Chunky, doing such a great job at rotating around the map. Look how mobile Cronox is at the moment with the sword and also that shadow step. So good.
It was really nice to have, and now Chunji back up, the damage switched over to Cronox, but he still has his defensive cooldowns. And now almost losing, oh no, they don't have the cap, never mind. But a lot of the cap went away, therefore I jumped to conclusion. Chunji trying to get the res off on him. Is it? No, too much damage on him, he needs to pull off, but he isn't going to be able to survive on his own. He might have been able to do it, but he would have gone down as well. So now cleared up on the quarry point. In mid, we have a 2v2 at the moment. Res came through on Wybob. There is the damage. No, this is just going to take a while, and now Purple Smokers is just able to clear up the fights quicker once they manage to outnumber a situation.
And actually watching that decap that happened over on the waterfall node, Kyle came in to get the decap, Tape Prototype making a bit of a mistake, coming back and then killing Kyle, just putting his AoE down on the SR as that came out, but Taps came over in support, not in time, but good time to actually get the res onto Kyle. So it's a 2v1 there, but Chungi is actually coming into the node as well, and if Tape Prototype can get into that dome, which he has been able to do, and just line the sight, he's going to be okay for a little bit of time now. We are going to see some support from Cronox as well, so Red Team taking a big advantage over on this node at the moment. In the 3 versus 2 now, they need to be
just going to leave them? No, Marquet just went on point. Maybe a bit of burst could get Draze down quite quickly. Immobilized comes, but the knockback to negate that is still the burning on him. There we go. Second bit of burst could do it. The knockback out of the range for the res, and the stomp is not going to happen because we still have the Mesmer ability. And now the res is pretty much secure. The damage is not coming in anymore. We have an undefended quarry, but on the side of Drunk Harem, nobody can take advantage of that fact. Cronox might be mobile if there's a team fight happening, but just as a decapper, he doesn't have anyone to jump to. Neither enemy nor friend.
No, exactly. He's not able to get over to that node fast at all, so they need to use probably...
Maybe Ill.
It's not Chungi. Yeah, maybe Ill, probably the best person to do that at the moment. Either that or they, you know, not even the Bunker Guardian really, to be honest. At least Lightning Flash, you can kind of sneakily get up there. But someone on research. Oh, Red Team have capped the waterfall actually. Tap's going down on node, and also Prototype is in downstate. I think Chungi's going to get the down. Oh no, he's going to use Vapor Form, and it doesn't look like Kyle's going to get the down. He
screwed up the swag stomp, I think. I don't know how that happened, but the stomp still first on Prototype, and now Chungi in a whole load of trouble.
Almost really screwed himself over there.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Good thing the second stomp there came through first as well, after the Vapor Form. But now...
because... Sorry, go on.
Well, no. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, because red team are taking so long, like you said before, you know, they can't kill people fast enough. It's going to take them half an hour to take a point. And because that's happened, you know, blue team have just got points on the board just from getting one cap. You know, they've just mounted up the points and got the kills, which has really pushed them ahead. They've not really had a 2 cap for that long in the game. They've only just had the 1 cap for a considerable amount of time. We have only got 6.5 minutes left in the game, and the thing is that Lord range is kind of slowly running away from them now.
But
if Red Team
now
can
blue
get Quarry,
might get into a bit of trouble because they have lost the quarry cap. The waterfall is still holding with Cronox and Chanji being there. And in mid we have the matchup. Oh, now Drazé is coming into support because the Thief is not going to win against the Damage Guardian. But both of them might make quick work of him. He needs the assistance in mid. Now the entire blue team is collapsing on this one. Well, okay, a lot of the blue team is collapsing on this Damage Guardian, but Cronox is fast enough on the midpoint to keep that neutral, and he might hold it quite a lot better than a Damage Guardian could. Still a 2v2 going on at Quarry.
Saying that, he's really low HP. He's got his heal up, which he needs to really use now to block any of those. We had a lot of shatters coming in from Drazé. Look at that shield. That shield was a nice time to use that. He's got Shadow Step, and no one's even near him to even pop off a heal anywhere. And no one from red team is near mid to get there as soon as they possibly can. And the blue team have got that cap. So that advantage, 110, 20 points. You know, they still need There's no way that Red can win this at the moment. No way, other than going for a Lord. They have to push Lord to win this game. They must have that in their heads at the moment.
Well,
because if they don't, I do not think they can come back into this.
The question is, even if they're able to hold it like this, and it's not going to be... they aren't going to keep it at 100 points difference, because now the quarry is going to be taken by Purple Smokers.
I don't know, Marquis coming in because the cap wasn't coming on. Only Cronox is there as well, so we've got a 2v1, and at least the DPS is now with the Guardian.
But
that's
still,
that's a good idea.
We have a 100-point lead, which means if they go for the Lord Rush, they only have a 50-point window to work with. After killing the Lord, they have a 50-point lead, and while killing a Lord, it is very likely that Purple Smokers is going to get 3 cap, or at least a double cap with a D cap or something. If the Lord Rush even comes through. I mean, we don't have any damage potential here.
Who can they send? I mean, Cronox has probably got to go to support the team. Either him or Ilba's got to go. Ted Prototype's definitely got to go with the other Guardian. Guardian's down and dead, and he's out of the fight at the moment. Mid's not going to be decapped anytime soon. Taps is having a look at close point. Now, they need to keep that... Sorry, not close point. Waterfall point for the red team at the moment. And Marquez coming back over to the quarry. Now, we've got 4 minutes. If blue team keep getting kills, this is what's going to push them out of range to actually come back into this game. Cronox dead on that node. It's really not going to look good for red. They need to think about what they're doing here. They're kind of doing that. Yeah, they really are at the moment.
Only problem, normally you want to be in the lead for that.
Yeah, normally you do. I think Chunky needs to almost think about pushing. I mean, he keeps looking at the gate, but the thing is, like at the moment, you know, it's not going to happen for him because they're really out of range almost.
Because in the second that Chanji is going to go aggressive for the Lord, Taft's going to get the decap in that, and that would negate the entire point income for that team.
No one from red is really moving to that side either, and there's only 3 minutes of the game. The only way that they can keep this is by keeping someone
but
over
Purple
on the
Smokers want to end this right here, right now, going for the Portal Lord Rush. They have the 350 points, which means they can instantly win this. And I think they didn't catch them that off guard.
Why are they doing this? I mean, they can burst it down fast, but they don't need to. This is, you know, maybe they're just gonna go for it. They're loving it. Is it 50% HP right now?
Oh,
he's going down fast.
Wait, where's the Lord? I can't get him into target.
I've got him. He's at 25% health, 5%, a little bit of a heal. No one's blocking.
Oh, the heal came through!
Red team!
The heal came through! Are we gonna see anything? The damage
is here. 20%.
Oh, but we have Wibob down.
No heals coming out for the Red Lord down.
That was a pretty close one in the end. They did manage. Now Kahel and Drazé, both the damage sources on the team, are just now went into downstate, which would have been the opportunity when no damage whatsoever comes. So that's close. The Lord Rush, to be honest, the Lord Rush I don't think was the smartest idea at that particular point in time.
Nick, Purple Smoker are my new favourite team.
Really?
Seriously. My god. They're doing fire Lord kills. And my heroes.
Every single match. But, well,
Oh.
Lord kill is a nice thing, but at that particular situation, we had a Guardian on respawn. We had a team fight which was not cleared yet, where the people could come in to defend that. That was not the perfect situation for Lord Rush, but they managed to pull it off, however close it was in the end. Giving up the double cap and pretty much an assured win on the points. Just going for the side mechanic, pushing through, almost screwing it up there.
Well, because, you know, I mean, the one of the main reasons the Drunk lost that game was, you know, they just didn't have any DPS. They had DPS, but, you know, they didn't have enough DPS to actually take him down. And I think if they'd maybe, had their extra player there, they might have been able to do that. It's not the Ellie's fault because Ill played a blinding game. Played some blinding games there, and you know it was good. I actually had quite a lot of fun watching those games. Even though they did